General Yasin Malik, Secretary Defense of Pakistan, Lieutenant General Jagat Jayasuriya, Commander of the Army, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I extend a very warm welcome on behalf of the Sri Lanka Army to the Day 2 of Defence Seminar 2012. Today's proceedings will focus on rehabilitation of ex-combatants and reintegration of those rehabilitated combatants in society. In May 2009, 12,000 ex-combatants surrendered, and the Sri Lanka Army, along with the support elements from the civil society, undertook the challenge of rehabilitating them and preparing them to lead normal lives. And that task was done very successfully, and today we are very proud to announce that we have less than 500 ex-combatants in rehabilitation centers. All the others have been reintegrated in the society after a proper rehabilitation program. To start the day and to set the scene, we will now play a 5-minute video clip which will provide you a background of information that will prepare you for the day's proceedings.
In war, there are no unwounded people, simply because some wounds can be seen and many wounds cannot be seen. At the close of Sri Lanka's conflict, there are thousands of wounded people who have to cope with change, from a life of conflict to a life of peace. It is this context that rehabilitation and reintegration is playing a vital role in restoring a life of normalcy. Rehabilitation is about providing the ideal habitat for a person to cope with the new reality of life. For instance, thousands of Tamil civilians were born and grew up during the conflict, and all they saw and heard was gunfire and action. For them, to cope with peace is a challenge. Workshops, group therapy, and counseling are offered to them to heal their scars. Thousands of civilians and LTTE combatants were left handicapped as a result of landmines and explosions with no access to immediate medical care. The Sri Lankan Army has generously donated vast quantities of artificial limbs to these injured ex-cadres in a bid to allow them to live a fuller and more productive life. Former LTTE cadres were never exposed to normal education. All they learned was the rule of the gun. Efforts are being made to offer them vocational training so they can begin to earn for themselves and their families. Reintegration is specifically aimed at introducing conflict-affected people into the mainstream of society. Opportunities are being created for people. Microloans are being offered to kindle the entrepreneurial spirit among people. This is backed by simplification of company legal procedures for investors to create job opportunities and maximize on the available resources. Access to once isolated beauty spots of the island have been made smoother with the relaying of roads and establishing of hotels at these destinations. The tourist industry is already seeing a boom in these locations. In the years to come, wounds will heal, prosperities will ensue. and one nation enveloped in peace and understanding will emerge. Sri Lanka.
Excellent. Some people in the north were dragged into war by force or by false promises and being brainwashed. As child soldiers, they did not get a chance to play or go to school, as any other normal child would do elsewhere. Instead of taking a cricket bat or a doll in their hands, they took a gun and went to battle. After training with Abhina Academy of Performing Arts at rehabilitation and protective accommodation that were managed by the army, these little children who once bore arms became beautiful performing artists. The same hands and body they used to disturb human beings are now moving to bring happiness to human hearts and souls. For so many years, people from south and north were separated. Children of Mother Lanka were separated by the separatist terrorism. Though they speak two different languages, they share so much love and care. Today, 7 young Tamil girls and boys from the north and 3 Sinhala boys from the south will share the floor, this stage, and to perform along with a Tamil folk song, Kodam Pagam. Please welcome the rehabilitees along with 3 children from the south.
ஒட்டு கெட்டு வாரியா குத்தாட்டம் என்னோட ஆட வெட்டியா